personal level, and not because...
The thing is, though, is that I don't know what Gary's doing, but he's definitely, like, he's, like, throwing me and Peter under the bus. He's throwing Emily and Jillian under the bus. He's even throwing Tal under the bus. Like, everybody. I'm like...
No, that's why I mean it's not, like, necessary. Like, if he was to stay and you were to show him that, like, you're, you know, you can be trusted and all that stuff, then he wouldn't still be gunning for you. And actually, he's over, like, everybody.
I'm not gunning for him. I like him. But, and, like, obviously, if he stayed, I would still go after Andrew just because I don't trust Andrew. Yeah. And, like, I'm scared of how close he's getting with Emma and Jillian.
Yeah.
And, like, I know he's got a good relationship with Tala as well.
Yeah.
And, like, it's basically, like, he's got everyone on his side now.
Yeah.
And I used to think that, like, saving him would be good enough to have him on his side, but it's not.
Yeah. Which we kind of noticed before because of the way he was acting when you didn't choose, when you gave him the HOH and he thought you screwed him over.
I know.
So we noticed that before, and that's why, too, I put him up because of our chit-chat. So I was like, I know I can't trust him, and now he's acting shady when it comes to you and stuff, so...
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I don't know, hopefully I can just, I'll win HOH, or Peter will win HOH tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
We've already talked about it, that's our plan.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't expect you to trust me yet.
Like, I mean, I do trust you, and I don't want to say... I do trust you, one, because I have to, because who else am I going to trust? And at least we had a strong foundation before. And it's like, what can, like, you know what I mean? What can I do? Like, I do trust you.
I feel like it's in our best interest, all of us. Just hope we can trust Tala. Hope that her, because I don't think she has a very strong relationship with Emma and Jillian at all.
No.
And hope that we can trust her. And then I know we can trust Peter.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, hopefully Peter and I will win HOH tomorrow, or one of us.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll show you that you can trust us, and Tala as well.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and so you guys don't want Gary knowing at all, just because of the trust. Because Gary knows it's up to... Gary knows it's basically up to you, Peter, and Tala. We already all know this, and that's why I told Gary if I go home, it's strictly because it has nothing to do with Andrew. It has nothing to do with all of that, and Gary knows that. Because it doesn't even really matter what Jillian or Emmett, Jillian or Emmett want or do, or if they're in their secret alliance. Well, they are in a secret alliance with Andrew, but call it, like, it doesn't matter, so yeah. I do trust you, and I think it's good that we're in this broke man.
I know, me too.
As Tala.
I really do think that's a good idea as well. That's why we can't, like, really, like, even if I win HOH, we'll have to think of a cover story for that too. Actually, fuck it. If I win, it doesn't matter.
I just think it was good for this week.
I think so too.
And for next week, we don't have to be like, oh, we're in a showman's again, or anything. We just don't say anything about it. But I don't think we have to, like, you know what I mean? There's no point. Like, there was a reason for it because there was POV and there was a bunch of other different factors.
Yeah.
But it's better to look stronger than to look weaker, I think.
Well, another thing is I don't want to be put up against you next week say Jillian wins or Emmett wins.
No, I know. I know, but we'll find out right away who wins. Because right after the thing.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if I win HOH or Peter wins HOH, there's no point in pretending like we don't like each other. What would Tala do?
Tala wants to put up
together? Not Andrew, I'd imagine.
Right now. Oh, yeah. She did say so. Like, she said if one came down, then... Oh, no. Sorry. It was Emily and Andrew.
Okay. You could do that. I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. Is that what you would want?
Yeah, like... No, I want...
Yeah, me too.
Like,
The thing with Emmett and Jillian is that they're the perfect people to put up on the block, too, because we'll vote for each other to stay, and Andrew wants to go.
Yeah, exactly. I just want him gone because I want him gone before, but mainly not even for my own reasons, just because I never really talked game with him, and then Gary, like, was over him. He was obviously turning on you, and I just didn't see him beneficial to us at all. And he can, and he is strong. He's a strong player, right?
Yeah.
And that's why I originally wanted him gone. Now, like, he won HOH. He's on his high horse. He's this and that. Like, even when he came to talk to me when I was pulling everyone upstairs, he was like, he hugged me and all that stuff, and I was crying about AJ because I honestly felt really bad about AJ because he was honestly a friend.
Yeah.
And he was like, don't worry, Topaz, if I win HOH, I want Emmett and Jillian gone. I'm gonna make big moves in this house. And he's like going on and on upstairs. And I was like, oh, you forgive me? And he's like, yeah, I forgive you, and like, don't worry about it. Your alliance made or not alliance, but your showman's made a good decision. And he's like going on and on. Then the very next day he wins HOH, and then he's just like, oh, yeah, like just acting all high and mighty and stuff like that. So I was just annoyed. So now I'm just like over it. Plus he won the HOH and he won the POV, so.
Well, he can't play well, which makes him perfect for this week.
Yeah.
He can't play in HOH. You can only possibly win veto.
Yeah.
This is why Peter was suggesting, like, maybe even a backdoor move on Andrew. Like Emmett and Jillian on the block and then backdoor Andrew.
Yeah, you could do that.
But it doesn't make sense because it's like whatever. He's most likely going to play anyway in the veto.
No, exactly. There's only going to be one host, so he's most likely going to play. And really...
And if Jillian's on the block and Emmett wins veto, he'll take Jillian off. And then... Fuck, that'll be bad, actually. That's like the worst case scenario.
No,
I guess we'd still have two
just
hosts.
Andrew's not that strong of a player.
I know. Just worrying about it, though.
You know, if anything, Emmett's a stronger player.
Yeah.
Might as well just put... Oh, no, but you can't. You have to put Jillian and Emmett up. Because if you just put one of them and they win, then they'll be safe and they'll take their partner off.
But see, if they do that, it's not even a big deal. They can just put up Tala, and then we have the votes to keep him because it's 2-2, and then I decide.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, but I feel like he's going to be playing in the POV no matter what.
Do you think it's worth, like, talking to Gary and being like, look, Gary, like, because I don't even know what to say to him, right? Like.
No, I know. Well, Gary's kind of mad at you because, not mad at you, sorry, but mad at Tala because you told him that Tala said that Gary was gunning for you, or you heard that Gary was gunning for you and Peter?
He said that, yeah. He said that he was.
Not to you, though.
No.
He told Tala that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then so Gary just told me, he was like, Tala, like, I can't trust Tala because she told Alec that I said...
Well, Gary's fucking gunning for me. Like, what is he doing?
No, and that's honestly, that's just on a personal level, not because of... But Gary's kind of gunning for everyone. But, yeah. So is that why you decided to keep me?
What?
Because you heard Gary's gunning for you?
No, it was keeping you the whole time. Andrew's plan was to get Gary out.
Yeah.
I just kept that from you, and I felt bad about that. And I was like, fuck. If she finds out that I'm like keeping this from her, she's gonna be even more pissed off at me than she was for reporting AJ out. But I honestly just didn't want Gary to find out. So I wanted to wait until like today to tell you.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Like, obviously, if you were the target and I thought you were going to go home, I wouldn't want to just avoid you the entire time.
No, and that's also what I was upset about because I was like, if I am going home, what is the twist?
Exactly, I know.
But yeah, just say if there is a twist and Gary does stay, then I would say Gary is very loyal. And if, you know what I mean?
Honestly, like, Gary's not going to trust me, I don't think. Just because I'm not going around lying to him, telling him to be safe. I told him that I'd probably vote for you if it came down to it.
No, but he understands that. That's not that. Well, obviously he was like, oh, they screwed us. Our alliance or whatever, but I don't know. obviously Gary wants to stay here too, so if he does stay, I would say still try to work with him.
Emin and Jillian voted to evict AJ as well.
I know, but we don't care about them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were in this alliance and we expected for you guys to work with us, right?
Yeah, well, I got tricked and confused.
Yeah.
And now that'll be rectified next week. And honestly, Topaz, I don't even expect you to trust me until that happens.
No, it's not. Like, I don't need you to prove anything to me. Like, it was just everything added upon everything. Like, that happened, and then all this other stuff happened, and it was everything, and that's what made me...
Like, I was trying in the veto. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I just didn't win.
Yeah.
Like I'd wanted to.
I know, and I wasn't able to see because I'm blindfolded, because, you know, you could kind of look to see who's trying to throw it or whatever, but
yeah.
I was doing my own thing, and
I know.
was blindfolded, so...
I was one piece behind you in the end.
Yeah.
But anyway, Topaz, I think we should, like, keep this... I don't even know. What do you think?
What do you mean? Keep this from Gary or keep this?
We'll keep us, because, like, I don't want to be on the block against you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. You know,
and I don't want Peter to be on the block against you, and, like...
No, I know, but basically tomorrow's the HOH competition, so...
I know.
From now to HOH competition, that's what it is, and it's coming up to those numbers that... Like, after this week, there's only going to be 7 people. There's only X amount of people you can... And, you know, Emin and Jillian have never been on the block together. Me and you have never been on the block together. You and Peter have never been on the block. This is the first time I'm ever on the block, and I'm on the block, you know, beside my best friend, Gary. Yeah. And it's just like when we come down to such small numbers like that, it's going to eventually happen. Just hopefully, you know, one of us wins the HOH competition kind of thing.
Well, I want it to be me, and then if Andrew takes himself off the block, then I'll just deal with it the following week, and whatever.
No, I know. It sucks, but we are, the numbers are getting small. There's not enough people. And that's how I even felt when they were like, 5 minutes to make a decision. I was like, can you do like that?
I know.
It's hard, and like, it's hard. There's no more like hardcore floaters. There's no floaters, like, you know what I mean? To just be like...
Yeah, I was looking around.
Everyone's friends. It's hard.